Listen, and you know, when I transitioned from coaching, it's always been in the back of my mind. It said, what way can I impact young people's lives? And so I've been on the other side from and witnessed other sides, the horrible stories when parents say, Coach, my son wants to play for you. And I ask them three simple questions. Has your son taken the SAT? Has your son taken the ACT? Has your son registered with the NCAA Clearinghouse or Eligibility Center?
Yeah.
All those answers were no. Well, why not? Because we don't know. And so you hear countless and countless stories of that, and it just breaks your heart because here you have these kids that are pouring their hearts and souls out on these playing fields, whether it's football, basketball, tennis, soccer. You know, what I bring is to all student athletes, because when they talk about academics, it's all student athletes. And what's happening now, the NCAA initial eligibility and the academic requirements are changing starting August 1st, 2016. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. See how many casualties we have with these young student athletes. And over the past 2 weeks, I've spoken to over 1,000 student athletes.
Wow.
And it comes back to say, when I ask, I say, how many ninth graders in here? How many 10th graders in here? How many 11th graders in here? How many 12th graders in here? And I ask them, how many of y'all want to play college sports one day? And I can assure you, every hand in that audience is up. Every hand. They're raising their hand saying, we want to play.
Yeah.
And then I ask them, how many of you all registered to take the SAT? And you might have 4 or 5, which is embarrassing. Which is really, really embarrassing because they don't take the initiative. They have to put that same emphasis. As we know, they getting hyped, they getting pumped up to go out into this game. And that's the mindset I tell them. You have to have the same mindset and mentality when you're approaching your academics. Yeah. Because one thing I learned about the NCAA, those academic requirements are going to get higher and higher and higher, and they're not going to come down. I'm all for academics, but I'm also for making sure these kids are educated and understand the dynamics of what's going to happen. And so that's why I created AAC, to be able to go out and educate and empower these young people and know, hey, I have a step-by-step program that can help you from your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year and show you what it takes academically, athletically, socially, spiritually, every aspect. And then you have an option to have one-on-one consultation with me. And that's important. Yeah. I can help you navigate everything. You know, when you're getting recruited, if a coach says they're recruiting, I can tell you what you look for. I can tell you what traits that coaches look for when they come out and recruit you. You know, so
you've been
there.
You've been there.
Exactly. Putting the emphasis back on academics where it needs to be. Put it back on that student first because the landscape is changing. Students first, athletes second.
That's a great thing to do. Let me ask you this on this. You talked about kind of some of the rules that's going to change with the NCAA. Any particulars that you see in there that makes you just, you know, kind of, that's going to be interesting?
Oh, by far. When I came through, you could pretty much, you know, you get your core course. You can qualify usually all the way up probably to your last semester, even take a summer class to become eligible.
Yeah.
But now what's happened, I always call it. I just spoke to Hillsborough High School last night, and I had those young men in their class, the boys basketball team, and I had them repeat after me. I said, 10, 7, 2.3. 10, 7, 2.3. Now, mind you now, you have to have 10 core courses by your 7th semester.
Oh, okay.
And your GPA, the core GPA going from a 2.0 to a 2.3.
Yeah.
See, but what happened when we came through, you get those core courses all the way through. So now, if you don't have those core courses, it's what you considered an academic red shirt automatically if you're going to play Division I college sports. And then you put the responsibility back into these programs, whether or not they're going to take that chance and still bring you in, knowing that you will have to sit out and have academic red shirt year. So those are other different dynamics. But the main thing, make sure you're having those 10 courses in the math, the science, and the English. And that's going to be important of your 16 core courses.
That's another rank.
Of your 16 core courses. You see what I'm saying? So I always encourage parents to make sure, when I go out and speak, the first thing you need to do after you leave here, go to your school the next day, next business day. Go pull up your son's or daughter's transcript. Look at their transcript. You make sure it's in line with what the NCAA core courses. Yeah. Don't have these coaches and teachers putting you in all these electives, because when it's all said and done, when your transcript is getting evaluated through the NCAA Eligibility Center, you're not going to make it. So now cases that I'm seeing, or a kid missing about 1 percentage point or 1 percentage grade. So it's really, really a bad deal. So getting the information out and making sure these young people don't mess around in your 9th and 10th grade year.
Yeah, that's what
And that's where you get stuck, because you'll be scrambling your 11th and 12th grade years.
Real quick, if they did want to get more information about this, Coach, please tell them how to do so.
Well, first and foremost, they can go to Instagram, look at Travis L. Williams 24, follow me on Instagram, and they can follow me on Twitter at Coach T. Will 24, and also they can go to my Facebook business page, Academic and Athletic Consultant, and just Google, Travis Williams, and pretty much, information will be there, and you can get in touch with me any one of those outlets.
I mean, you can hear the passion in his voice when he talks about this. This is something that's very personal, near and dear to his heart. So, like he said, Academics and Athletics Consultant. Make sure to check that out. He's going to really help out some people that need it. Some of these younger kids, I've done it before too. I went to a school, maybe spoke, or even somebody in my family, and they just have no clue about how to start the process of getting inside of one of these college football teams or one of these college basketball teams. So what you're doing, Travis, is important. And anytime you're dealing with something like that, I think it's a great thing. And we really need more people like you to do those type of things out here.
And first and foremost, thank you for giving me this platform. I really enjoyed myself this evening. And like I say, I appreciate the continued support. Anytime we can connect and continue to impact lives, that's what it's all about. Because I live to I tell folks all the time, my career, my life is about serving. Because when you serve others, that's when you get your blessings. So that's what I'm all about.
And I can vouch for these people. Coach Travis Williams has been a friend and mentor to me, whether it be business. I didn't play for him at TSU or anything like that, but he's been a friend to me and a mentor and a brother to me to help me through situations. So I can tell you, just as a guy who he knows in the media who connected with me, he's helped me out a lot. So people, get it, Coach. He's a great guy. He will definitely keep your kids on the right path to get them to playing ball where they want to play ball in the NCAA, whatever sport it may be.
Real quick, before we get out of here, we got a couple more minutes. Want to touch bases